Okay. Well, it's a diamond weapon. I'm gonna keep it. Do we have mocks? Yeah, maybe not. I'm not gonna turn one heist. What should I expect? Alright, so... green... blue... white... bam. We did it. Farseek, that is a potentially really good draw. We'll see what the Cascade hits, though. Minotithe. Alright, tragic. Do I cast it? Nope, there's no feasible way to cast it. Of course, first spell I hit. Esper? Sure. Well, our first Cascade hit our spell pierce. I mean, Minotithe. Because of course it did. Infinite Minodorks, but nope. No sir, not allowed. Swords of Plowshares, nope. Dark Ritual, nope. What does this do? If damage you dealt to this creature, prevent it. Alright, that is weird, I've never seen that. Opponent's playing a lot of weird stuff, actually. Cost less for each permanent in your graveyard. Alright, so opponent's asking the questions. They're asking the questions. Let's see. Both of these are instant, both are castable. So we're going to shock ourselves. I could have done this maybe second. Yeah, I didn't have to do it in this order, but I did. Let's get rid of this and see what happens. And then pass. You can play, yeah, you can play all the Giver of Runes and Mox. Cloud probably works pretty reliably here. Dealt damage. Dealt damage, alright. Cascade on your opponent's turn is nuts. Bro! There's... what? Come on! Oh my goodness. Please. Please, please, please. I'll get rid of that. There's so few of that thing in my deck. There's like, what, 7 cards? Come on. Come on, bro. Rah. Alright, well, I don't care about the board right now. Can turn Cultivator into a land. Is that better than just casting Dig through time? I'm not dead. Yeah, we can take our time here, I think. We're going to take our time here. We could think about Uro. Uro's a solid card. I think it's just universal enough. Pock is also very, very, very solid. With fetch lands, which we got. So, Vexing Bauble, do we want to play that now? I think we do, right? One would say yes to this. It's kind of lame cracking a fetch land right now, but... I mean, Bauble just stops the opponent from playing the game, so... Oh, I was confused why I wasn't seeing forests, because I can't get the forest. Alright, Bauble. Get in there. I'm hoping they cast their commander. Oh, they're over it. Alright. They could have just... wait a minute. Couldn't they have just cast their commander? I can probably get rid of Grave Expectations. I can also get rid of River's Rebuke. Swords... I can do whatever I want here, actually. Swords seems like the least likely relevant one, so... boop. What does this do at 1 mana? Oh. What? End of turn. Huh? Okay. Let's get... I mean, this is a game where Mishra's Bauble would be nice, but I'd have to play it. What? What? What is happening? What's good? What? All right, this is not real Ujin. This is like insanity Ujin. Pretty cool. I think I'm playing this. I should play this as soon as possible because it's not like super reliable. Because Ujin exists. And I will not blow up my opponent's Guardian Isle as much as I would like to. I'm not going to do that. I've never seen someone cast Karn before. Okay. That was neat. I liked it. I'll pay 2 life. Or 3, whatever. You know what I mean? And play... the River's Rebuke? Preferably off the... not... thing. Yeah, this is fine. That's fine. I think I'm still gonna heist, actually. Yeah, we're just gonna heist. It's an instant. I can do it on my opponent's turn. There's no reason to. I mean, it just... There's no reason. There's no reason. But I just want to make sure I don't spend my Cascade to do it, so... Either do it now or the second spell next turn. I kind of want to keep the treasure in play, though. I don't think I'm heisting anything that I'm actually going to wind up casting. This is not an artifact. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're at Golos. I mean, we're at, whatchamacallit. This turn here. Alright, well, it looks like they're doing crazy things, but they're not really doing crazy things. It's just kind of like this. Alright, sure. The colorless beatdown in Ujin is pretty neat. I'd never seen that before. I can draw again. Spell Pierce is really good. It's also just a nice thing to not have get in the way of my thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So if they draw a land, it doesn't matter. But it probably still makes sense to just blow one of these up. Because it's not like it won't be relevant even if I, like, don't stop them from casting Ujin. But the main thing is Ujin doesn't deal with Golos, so... Alright, that will hit this, I guess. The occasion is the midweek Brawl. We could get the village, but the world tree is safe. There are no serious downsides to this, I don't think. Tap you and you. Oh yeah, I use a new forest art now. I'm not interested in attacking, so I'm not going to. Probably should stop drawing cards too with the thing. Alright, opponent did not draw a land. The next card was actually a land, that's funny. Alright, so we're gonna lose Nissa and then the tokens slowly. But I think I'm still in a fine position. And again, blowing up mana rocks is still valid. Still actually matters and does things. Oh no, they can feel the ruin my world tree. That's actually kind of annoying. This has what now? Trample, Hexproof, Haste. Alright. Does it do anything else? Oh, I'm just gonna get rid of it. I mean, they can't give it 8 toughness. 9 toughness, I mean. They can give it 8 power, though. They wanted to probably crack the other map pre-combat. Yeah, now they're not getting both tokens. They could have done that with this. They didn't do that. A little bit of a missequence there. Not the biggest deal. Me having a 4/4 doesn't really change that much in this game. Alright, yeah, no reason to crack the fetch lands. We do have a black market that has text on it, so... I will blow up the Celestius. It's card selection, and again, mana is relevant in this. It's still doing things, so... I'm not going to spin Golos quite yet. Bro, didn't I take out Tamiyo? I thought I did. Guess I didn't. Fair enough. Alright, let's do this now. Deck of many things? That's cool. I want it. Gimme. Gimme that. I'm gonna spin it. Wait a minute, what does it do? I should actually read it more. Draw, return a card at random. So we lose if it rolls 0. Let's find out. What do we got? 9. What does that do? Alright. That was kind of lame. But I did it. It happened. You saw. Yeah, I can lose. We gave our opponent the option of winning out of nowhere. But it didn't happen. I was really looking to draw. That was kind of the main thing. They cannot pay for Spell Pierce, right? No, you gotta blow up the Nissa. You can blow up the Tamiyo too. Both are reasonable. Alright, we're gonna Spell Pierce that, because that makes sense to do. And this is why hitting the mana still mattered. Thought Not Seer. Alright, fortunately my hand doesn't do much. So that's cool. Yeah, it can also do cool stuff with it. I just didn't do it. Well, I mean, we got a Farseek. You know, that's... Who doesn't like a Farseek? Again, I'm not gonna pay stuff. We can probably just spin it again before we do Golos. Roll the dice. Okay. Really likes giving me mana. That's fine. Okay, what are you doing, Golos? Kind of signed myself up for that outcome, but still kind of funny. Oh, the next card was good. Of course it was. Whatever. Whatever. Not my fault. Does my opponent know my card? They do. Alright. This is a free attack. That's got Menace. Trade here is viable, so I'll send it. Have I drawn another card? No. I can actually flip it with the black market, but it still dies to Ujin, so I don't know where that gets me. And there's no reason to crack this now. Just not going to do that. Alright. Dragon map. Alright, they cascade into mana all the same. I mean, it doesn't... Yeah, if I spun Golos and got a 3-mana ramp spell instead of a 1-mana ramp spell, it's the same outcome like my opponent just had. I don't think the fact that they cost 1 matters. It's just ramp in general. But the 2, I mean, it doesn't matter. 3 Lanarels is... You would just take that. It's the lands that I hit that was kind of sad. I had 2 lands in there. Kind of miserable. But we can go again next turn. No big deal. Yeah, it's the Cascade thing. It's an interesting spot for the map. I probably would have put it on the Thought Knots here, but okay. It blocks the 4/4 all the same. If I should oh, you can't. There's no time. Yeah, it's not fast enough. But if I flip the Tameo, I can't then do anything too significant there. Alright, well, yeah, we're spinning. What we should do is roll this first, like we've been doing. Okay. Oh, look at that. Cameo flipped. I didn't intend for that to happen. But again, Ujin just takes care of it, so that doesn't really matter. Tolarian Terror is good, but let's spin here first. See what happens. Okay, well, Meditize out of the deck. Alright, Tolarian Terror, what do you got for me? That's good. So, land, creature, artifact. Creature. Oh no, artifact, I mean. That, and we can get rid of that. That seems pretty crucial to the opponent. Draw from Thought Knots here. Can I stop my opponent from... No, I don't think so. Might as well cast this. And I can blow up something, but I probably want to blow up Ujin? Wait, Ujin costs 9. Can I just blow up a mana rock? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We can. Alright, let's not let our opponent venture into the dungeon. Alright, so we actually do get to pick up another card with Golos. I mean, the Tameo if I minus it. I don't expect to race to the ultimate. I'm just gonna get value where I can get it. Null Elemental Blast. Come on! No! That's just dumb. Oh, that's so dumb. How dare you? It's like beyond toxic. Oh, that's the only card! That's the only card that does that! No! They could have, like, drew Meteor Golem, in all fairness. Alright, there's no reason to crack the treasures. Alright, Golos. Oh, wait, no, again, we can start with the deck of many things. There's no... If I lose my hand, I don't care, so we're just gonna... Put a creature from any graveyard, battlefield, and dies, lose the game. Not when it gets exiled, though. Opponent, this game isn't over. Don't you leave. What do you... You just dealt with the Tameo. No. Please. We've gone so far. Come on. You're not even out of this game. I'm not even winning. I don't even have good attacks. My hand is terrible. I can lose with the deck? This isn't over. No! Oh. I wanted to keep going. This game was good. This is a good game, please. The content. Oh, we're saved. Oh, they're back. I've never wanted to have opponent not concede so much in my life. It's not clear who wins this. I rolled a 19, by the way. Pretty scary. This is okay to cast before I do anything else? Well, let's see what happens. I don't know. I'm not running any life gain I can think of. Holy lands. This doesn't trigger the beanstalk anyways, but I guess it's a 4-minute spell, so... Reprieve! Yeah, sure. Why not? Take that. Play this. Play beanstalk. I don't have to play cultivator. Opponent could randomly draw Emrakul and win, I suppose. Can spin Golos again, actually. Should I? I'll hold that for next turn. Yeah, we'll spin Golos again. Again, the hand's not looking too great. Okay. Hey, Season of Weaving. Alright, so... Copy. Draw, draw, draw. I'm not going to mass bounce the board. I'm not going to mass bounce the board there. Command Tower, I guess? I think I'm at the point where I can start cycling the Triomes if I find them. So let's bounce this and my Tolarian Terror. Could bounce Golos, actually. Could bounce the Beanstalk. Oh, I could just pick this up so I don't die to it. Hello? I'm being raided. Help. 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 Yeah, we'll cast this so I don't discard it. I have Farewell, so, I mean... I have a lot of good things next turn. Sort of. Not like the best things ever, but whatever. Cast that. And then discard a bunch of lands. And there is still no Ujin next turn, so I don't have to worry about that. We're down to 40 cards, though. Down to 40 cards. My opponent has the most hilarious chunk of blockers I've ever seen. Let's get rid of you, and you. If I get Emrakul, I guess it would be ideal to not have my opponent be able to fetch and shock my own cards. Oh no, chat. I got the text message. I have to get up for 3 minutes. I might have to... No, I'm not conceding this. I refuse. We are doing fine, just fine. I think they're going to concede when I exile all artifacts, though. Yeah, because I don't really lose anything. Yeah, it's too much. It's just too much. I'm just exiling all artifacts and stuff, and then... But, yeah, cool. Really cool. Alright, I'll be right back. Crack my clue? I should have cracked the clue, shouldn't I? It did tap the Chrome box, at least. It did that right. That was a really cool game. I like that. Slow, grindy, and nonsensical. That's what we're all about. Could actually run Emrakul as well. I think rather easily. This is not a combo deck, but VV with extra spells seems really nice. No more guaranteed Chrome box is kind of ugly. I'm not gonna lie to you. But we'll see. It was the top card, look at that. Alright, be gone, giant expensive card. And there you go. So I have Dark Ritual. I actually have Golos next turn. If my opponent doesn't have a counterspell, which I deem highly unlikely. Alright, they made some goblins. Is there a lightning bolt? No. That is insane. Okay, what else we got going on here? Okay, those are cards. You got it. I'm down with it. You have my attention. Well, we have another one to hit, so hit it we shall. Holy mana. So much mana. What's my opponent's next draw? Let's find out. Fire magic. Alright. So be it. On turn 3, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. Ridiculous. Can I spin Golos? No, I don't have the colors for it. That's ridiculous, though. This is definitely a Vexing Bauble situation. So, let's go ahead and do that, right? Yeah, I can't spin Golos. Okay, yeah, well, whatever. I think I only added the Bauble, yeah, I didn't add Mox. But, like I said, Mox would be fine. It would be fine here, so let's get rid of... Can I cast this? Yes. Let's get rid of you, and... Everything is fine, but these are the two things I don't need to cast right now. Do that. Play this. Can kill their commander on their turn? And get Tamiyo? And just be okay that I don't get to... cast Vexing Bauble. I think it's kind of insane my opponent's expecting spot removal in this format. It's kind of nuts, but alright, they got that card. Card is there. These are also just fine without that. I do slip past the land, which is unfortunate. And Vexing Bauble didn't do anything, so looks like it worked out. Spell Pierce also wouldn't have actually done anything. So we did make the line that forced cards. Lionheart. Alright, there goes my bird? Yes. Every time I play Molt Tender, it's the same as Birds of Paradise. Every single time I play it. Alright, they killed the worst of the three. Interesting. They killed the untapped 1/1 is the only line of thinking that I can see. This should have just killed all of them? They could have just killed Tamiyo. With the shock and the yeah, that was a odd decision there. There is no block. Well, we're getting utterly blown out by the lack of successful removal. Not great. Black. Swing with you. I can flip Tamiyo if I crack the Vexing Bauble. And I probably just have to do that. So I guess I'm going to do that. a good draw. I did get black mana for it. Spell Pierce can genuinely be impactful as well, but this is a problem. It just blows up whatever it wants. Another random equipment. I think I'm just going to send the Spell Pierce on just anything ever. Because it's not doing anything else. And it's not likely to do anything else. I need a land. I need a land. Oh, Spell Pierce doesn't do anything. Yeah, never mind. It was never going to do anything, silly me. It has the VV mana. That's right. There is an insane amount of equipment in this deck. Okay. Not going face. Wow. Alright. They also didn't double swing at it, so it just doesn't take any damage. I can pick up Toxic Deluge if I find that to be relevant. Ah, that's why they did it. Alright, I see. This goes back to the command zone, correct? And then we play... Yeah, we can try to blitz for the thing, because we have this. Opponent's hand is empty, so 8. That's a really, really nice Cascade. Yeah, Reprieve, right? Yep, that's excellent. We're getting there. Things are happening. They're gonna have to, like, just crack their parked Vindicate. Yeah, it's a lot of Final Fantasy cards, but it's also just a lot of equipment. Oh, nice. Actually, yeah, no, this shuts down. This shuts down VV, but I don't get my Remand card, Reprieve card. But they can't recast it, right? It doesn't go to 3 mana, and they don't have the mana, so I think that's just better. Yeah, that just has to be better. Their board state is actually really ugly to bounce, because they all have living weapon, essentially. Alright, well, they have to deal with it right now, or the game is over. No help from the top. Hunter's Blowgun. Whoa. Okay. Alright, that's his game. Now we can just do whatever we want. Let's go here. Cast Tolarian Terror. Forage. Yeah, I think we want Uro in here. I say as I have 500 cards in my hand. Again, I can do whatever I want. Let's play Grief. Take the red card. Surprised my opponent didn't concede. Well, anything's possible. Anything's possible. I was about to say, is that triple equipment? No way. Okay, let's take the card that costs the most mana, so they can't draw it. Still interested in getting more mana in play, so... There's 1 force left. I did not account for that as a possibility. And we can leave up swords, because why not? Sword Solitude. That way I can't die to Banefire. I can swords my own stuff. Could I have exiled that out of the graveyard? I'm not sure. No, I don't think I could have. Okay, they can do not really anything here with that. Does that hit Planeswalkers? Nope. I don't think killing Tameo would do anything, but I guess you could. Oh, do we have any haste? I forgot they have an army of equipment. Any haste? No. But they have protection from monocolored, or hexproof from mono. They do not go in that direction. I feel like it would be odd to respect this, so I'm not going to. Play untapped land. Casualties, an island, because they're actually kind of light on islands. Artifact, creature, land. What's the scariest one? Probably the... Oh, we can blow up the Vindicate. That's fine. I just don't have access to that. Alright. The clock is rather quick. Doesn't take long from this point. I will probably just pass. I'm not going to waste my time casting this. As much as I'd like to make my hand smaller so I can see things. I'm not going to bother. I'm not going to do anything in response here. Could've. Because they do poke me with that wizard. This could kill me if they got, like... excuse me. They got, like, the ultimate outcome. Alright, they're over it. Solitude apparently was the thing that did it. Not the 35 cards. We got Kami. So... This is not Hell Q, no. I've not seen one opponent that would make me think that. No removal. Okay. But no punish. That is the saddest draw ever. That I basically didn't draw a card. Alright, that's horrible. Is what it is. At least it's castable. I'll take it. I can see what the top card is. It reveals my entire deck to my opponent. Not the best idea. Do I want that land? Not really. You know what? I could have milled that land. I could have milled that land, honestly. Could have just milled it. That way, I know I'm not hitting a bad card. It's not a big deal. I'm probably not ever really going to mill a card with this. It doesn't... So far, we've not once done it, and it has tapped every turn. Again, it's basically Birds of Paradise. We could also run, whatchamacallit? Deathrite Shaman. Authority of the Council, sure. Don't care about that one. Black-white control things is really exciting. I feel like there's a lot of resilience in 100-card black-white piles, as there typically is. Alright, so Dark Ritual first is kind of sad. Oh, no, it isn't, because we have hits. We have the hits. I don't really want to Chrome Mox anything, though. But you know what? I think Chrome Moxing Toxic Deluge is perfectly fine. That's what we're gonna do. I'm under the impression it ain't doing anything. Alright. I imagine there's a lot of removal. They kind of have to kill this. I would argue they have to kill it. They didn't kill it. Okay, they find it. They don't find it. Oh, no. Although, you know, black-white killing Golos over and over is not the greatest thing. But I think it's lights out here. We'll see. This feels like it's lights out, honestly. I don't even care about this card. I'm just going to blow up the mana. I don't even care about your free stuff. You can have the elixir. Don't care, don't care, don't care. Take that. Yeah, this game, it's not looking good for the opponent now. They have a land though. They can play. They drew a land. Probably wanted to hide that information, just something to think about. Pay attention to when your opponent knows your hand. Don't want to give free information if you don't have to. Because this taps for black as well. Is this the changed version of it? It is. Yeah. Hey, well, I would have liked to spin into that, but can't get what we want all the time. I'm gonna not tap the Molt Tender, but this means Golos can't find a land. I'm okay with that. Yeah, right. Okay, silly me. My mistake. Silly me. I don't know what's going on. Golos just land. Every time. Again, I'm pretty sure I at least given my past with Golos, this is a very, very low land count for Golos lists. Relative to my past experience playing Golos. I usually play more than this. And this is just keeps happening. It's like 2 out of 3 have been lands, or all 3 have been lands. It's happened all but twice, I think. All but twice so far. I mean, even land, like Mana Dorks would have just been totally fine. Okay, so Bitter Blossom is interesting. This is not like black-white removal spam like I thought it would be. Though maybe Ketramos would be slightly better in that regard. I like the idea of Kemball here, though. I don't really respect anything my opponent has cast. I don't know. I don't really want to... I can't do this. I can't do this anyways. What am I talking about? Okay, let's lead with Overlord. Reprieve? No, I think I'm gonna pass on that. We're just gonna get the Overlord in play, that's okay. Heist. Have your life. Adeline's in their deck. This is really good, I'll take that. And now we can hide behind a Vexing Bauble. So they can't play the game. Alright. Pass. Alright, so there's airborne threats that I have not addressed. Well, I can't cast the bauble first. That would be problematic. Sure. Thalia. Nice. Willing to put it to the graveyard. Sure thing. So the sky is the issue, but we have the Emrakul. We just have to get to the Emrakul. I can make a 6/6 flyer, actually, so maybe it's not the worst. Yeah, I got a 6/6 flyer sitting there. Am I willing to mill? No, again, not really. I think I'd rather just crack the bauble. Take the Thalia that we got and just run. Yeah, we're just gonna crack this. Could probably wait till my turn if I want to decide to do that, but this is okay. I do need to actually find mana and like not just lose to this. Okay, I did find a good card. I found 2 good cards actually. Oh, I found 3 good cards. Look at that. Yeah, see, I'm like exiling cards out of my graveyard, and Molt Tender still is tapping every turn. white, black, yeah, white's fine. They're all the same. So let's get Lost Chemball, because I'm actually dying. Probably should have led with this, honestly. Starting to get a little egregious. The pressure is real. And it's kind of exciting. I love it. Cool deck. Opponent, why didn't you block? What if you needed that extra life that you have because you're at 30? Yeah, we're gonna take Mox Amber out. We're gonna take it out after this. Sure. Finds a Maze Mind's Tome. Opponent is running giant scary things, though. Maze Mind Tome's pretty nice. I like that. Well, we don't have to play that, but it's cool to see that. This is like, you do not care about your opponent playing combo. You're casting cards like this. You're ready to go. You're ready to buckle up. You're buckling up. So with this, it's not as appealing to exile a target here, but any point of life I think at this juncture is valuable. If you have at least 15 more than you're starting, do crazy stuff. All right, they can't quite do that. Yeah, we're not going to take this damage. It feels unnecessary. Opponent wise beyond their years. Moving the counters around, not all in the same target. Yep. Bloop. Alright, what's behind door number 1? It is Assemble again. Alright, cool. Sure. All of this is great. Take the slow, grindy, greedy card because I want to. They can kill Emrakul, right? I mean, that's a thing that can happen. Does this do that? It doesn't do it now, but it can. Alright, yeah, we just send the old Emrakul here. Doesn't matter. They can sweep the board. It's also not a lethal attack. I got Treasure Cruise. Oh man, that's a Cascade. Alright, hello. How are you doing? Do we have any life link? Nope. Put it on Grief. Because I don't think it matters too much. Put it on probably the least threatening card, I guess? Although I could have put it on the Forceful Cultivator, honestly. I'm overthinking it, it doesn't matter. They have to deal with the board or it's over anyways. Alright, well they're certainly not at the life total they'd like for the Ajani Zero. I don't think it's possible to do that. They kept a 4-mana card. Well, I would too. They did not know about Emrakul, but I think I'm interested in finding lands. I'm not sure if this is changing anything. Like, I'm dying at the same pace, and I think I would probably just get rid of this. I don't think I'd want it here with the Cosmic Elixir. Cosmos Elixir. Alright, they do have it, and I have no recourse. Yeah, we can't spin into anything that would matter. Land tax. Oh man, now here's a good spot for land tax. I do not want my opponent to have that. You don't get land tax. No siree. Because I'm under the impression my opponent doesn't have lands in their hand because they missed a land drop. Not this turn, but I could be misremembering. But I'm going to not let them have that. Now, to be fair, they have Phyrexian Arena anyways, and this. So it's not like missing lands is likely, but I don't know. This is okay. I can't say it's wrong. I can't, in good conscience, say it's wrong. Is this 8 on the stack? Yeah, it is. Alright, well, the game's still going. They had the answer. Oh, hello me. That is a really good card. I think I'll cast it. I could bounce everything ever. Could do that. Could have done that, I mean. Can still do it, although I'd lose the missile, obviously. I think I'm interested in blowing up the cards that they're generating. Like, this is annoying. Everything here is annoying. Yeah, we're going to blow this up. We're just going to start blowing things up. That's what we're going to do. We're going to play a giant demon. And with River's Rebuke, I don't care about Bitter Blossom. They have not scryed a single time with the Maze Mind's Tome, but they have robbed the priority with it. Oh, it's also a legitimate clock. I did take away the card that gained life. Opponent needs a way to not die to those. Though, they're not struggling with that. They have plenty of cards that deal with that. I don't think they care too much. Alright, what does that do? That doubles your life loss, I think. They're running this. That's really cool. Okay. Oh, you just gain life when I lose life. When an opponent loses life, you gain that life. Alright, sure. I will not be Swords of Plowsharesing. Yeah, alright. The land tax wash away. Wow, they're going to discard, huh? Crazy. They discarded a land? Oh, no. My decisions, my choices. Let's blow up nothing because I'm going to bounce it all and it doesn't matter? Yep. I'd rather make tokens. Oh, sure. Not the greatest. I don't know if I want to pay life to fetch ever. Don't think I do. I do gain life from unlocking this door, though. And we're going to leave up Swords to Plowshares because I think casting Golos is completely unnecessary. Yeah, and I'm fine with drawing a land. That's fine. I think it's unnecessary to make additional moves. I am already presenting, like, deadness, so why not just leave it up? Yeah, I know there's a combo with this, but this is not like the cheap version of it. 5 on the side of it. Alright, so Bitter Blossom was the play, huh? Interesting. Interesting. Haha! Bask in the face of my infinite life gain from food tokens. Bask. Oh. The goose did it, chat. They were over it because of the goose. Now, still though, Farseek is good enough for me. But I could have just done that. Sacrifice this creature, return target creature from your graveyard. Uh-huh. Phyrexian Reclamation. Alright, things are happening. Things are happening. What do we get? Swords would be nice. No dice. Let's get this. Alright. Do we have an exile? No, these are both destroy. Okay. Oh, let's get some honest black-white beats again. Love it. I love it. Reclamation is gonna have to go. It's gonna have to get out of here eventually. Let's lead with this. It's a lot of mana investment to actually use the Reclamation, so it's not like ignoring it for a while is a problem. It's quite the investment to continuously spend mana on it. Westvale Abbey. Oh my goodness. Oh no, they found the swords. That's cheating. It's actually cheating. Didn't know I was playing against a cheater. It's cool how often I'm getting basics. Oh, I love Golos. Oh, Golos, I love you so much. Look at you. Look at you get there. We play the fetch land before we play the Golos. Yeah. So 2 into 3 into 1. Okay, just making sure. Let's play Golos. Do I want to solitude my opponent's commander? Kinda. Maybe I should. Maybe I should. Nah. You can't make me. Casualties will shore up all of our problems. That's what that will do. Let's get the chromatic lantern. Ooh, excuse me. I did the sneeze. I can cast Treasure Cruise? Wow. Yeah, I haven't seen this in a very long time, but I'm also a fan of it. It's a cool deck. It's slow and grindy, and it's in the best colors. Doomed Necromancer. Alright. Dawnbringer. Does that do anything? It's not looking like it. Opponent's doing a lot of stuff, but the 2 cards we have in play are very, very good. Oh, this blows up artifacts? No, it's enchantments. Okay, we're good. I feel like I would have just gained life here. I'm not sure if exiling a card matters in any way. They also exiled Farseek. Very random. Very random. Yeah, I think I would have just gained 2 life. I don't know. Maybe it doesn't matter. It's not like I'm doing chip damage. We're gonna crack this because Mythweaver Pock. I don't like fetching unless I really have to, but here it's just netting me mana. There's never a reason to like not let that exist. Also, they appear to have no answer to Golos, so I could just straight up spin it. But counter to the war is just too disgusting. Land, enchantment, creature, artifact. Alright, so I win the game? Yeah. No, that's a hand. What am I up against? What is this? Beginning of your end step, each opponent mills. What? Never read that card in my life, and it's new. Okay. So I mill from life gain. Alright. Looks like we have a Chrome Mox Enjoyer. We have a no Chrome Mox Enjoyer, but we have a whole list to look at. Awesome. Okay, cool, cool. Neat. Uh-huh. Oh, wait, what was that one? Okay. Alright, not many surprises. Not many surprises. Cool, though. Let's play Breeding Pool. I guess this saves me a point of damage over the Utopia Sprawl. Utopia Sprawl also has haste. So it makes sense to me. We're gonna... Wait, no, we're not targeting ourselves. We can target ourselves next turn and see. Yeah, I have all my mana short up. I don't need this card. Soulmender. No. Soulmender's a weird one. So, upkeep... Actually, you know what? I can just do it now. It's functionally the same, but I get access to the card. Sure, it targets my opponent's commander. So I'll draw it. It targets my opponent's commander. Okay. Another green source. Would be nice, maybe. Temple Garden? Yeah. Do this. I think I'm going to always leave up Wash Away. That's an unfortunate hit. It's probably one of the worst ones possible, actually. Alright. Everything's in play. More blue, more green, so blue is fine. And we just leave up Wash Away. Yeah, we saw the footfalls earlier. We are out of zeros? No, we haven't played Chrome Mox yet. Alright, I am genuinely interested in stopping their commanders, so... I'm gonna get rid of Tamio here. I have Uro. They're both nice. Golos is just, like... I could just get rid of Utopia's Brawl, too, actually, yeah. Whatever. I like my hand. I don't need it. We could think about a bounce run. I'm not playing Arid Mace. I mean, whatever the desert is. I think a bounce land is fine. Okay. Looks like there's nothing. Very unlikely to be anything, so fair enough. Of course. So, yeah, this is a spot where I'd want the bounce land. Kind of forgot about it, honestly. That's okay. It's colorless mana with the bounce land, but it's still just a land. Doesn't really matter. What's the equip cost? 3? Alright, so we can start flying in with something. Or flying in later, I guess. Sure. How long and slow and grindy the games have been. I can actually get decked out by their commander. It is possible. Okay, so they can cast stuff that isn't there yet. How do they have priority? Oh, they can just sack this whenever they want. Okay. Bruh, with the reprieves, what is going on? Oh my goodness, stop. Actually, you know what? I could have just taken it. I could have actually just taken that. It's fine. It's drawing a card all the same. I probably could have just full stop. Reprieved Uro and recast it. That's funny. Alright, so we can flip Tamio. I guess at this point it would make sense to do so. Without trample? We'll see. But yeah, it's a lot of damage. This should be the third card of the turn, right? Uro natural in this, yeah. Look at the splash damage of the flipping of the Tamio. No land, wow. That's kind of crazy. I don't believe there's a reason to swing. Not really. Alright, well I have a destroy target permanent, so I can deal with whatever I want. I can just repeatedly kill whatever they put the equipment on, to be honest. Wait, does it have trample? I should have, like, actually looked at it. No, it doesn't. They can recast it with this. It's quite the investment, though, but you can do it. You can do it. You can just exile it as well. Though it's looking like I kind of want to just cast Cultivate. So we're going to mill 6. It's kind of funny giving me free Uros the whole game. Milling me for 12, 14, sure. 15, 16. Okay, I guess. They did not swing at Tameo. I feel like that was probably a good idea to do, and they just didn't do it. Finally draw a land. They also milled me when I have Tameo. I can actually just pick up River's Rebuke. Ooh! Oh, that feels real bad for the opponent. Oh, yeah, that's a yikes. Thank you. See, this is the well, I'll say it at the end. Let's blow up the... What do we not want to see again? Oh, we can blow this up, because then they can't put it to hand with River's Rebuke. Oh, that's excellent. Nice. Now it doesn't cost 2 from hand. Which is very significant. Yeah, this is the problem with incidental mill, is your opponent, almost every deck kind of in some way cares about their graveyard. You can't cast a creature off this. Oh, they have X spells too. Oh no. Tragic. But yeah, when you mill like 20 and you don't mill all the way, there are Uros and Tameos and Flashback and Snapcaster, and every color has something. Everyone's just prepared for it quite significantly. Alright, this is going to be a mana turn, so I'm not going to play Golos again. Opponent has to spend their whole turn kind of rebuilding, and I mean, I'm just so prepared for that. Actually, you know what I should do is just cast Nicol Bolas. I think I'm going to do that. I can +2 Nicol Bolas instead of +1, but attacking my opponent's resources I think is completely valid. Right, just losing cards to the Nicol Bolas is completely fine to me, so let's do that, I guess. They have to discard 2? I'd probably get rid of Soulmender. They do not. Okay. They get rid of things that probably cost too much to ever cast again, fair enough. So land... Oh, this also triggers the Beanstalk. Oh yeah, this is always right. Oh yes. Yes! Look at it go. Oh hey, got Mythweaver Pock too. Tragic, I played my land first, chat. I'm an idiot. What have I done? What have I done? Oh, never mind. Silly me. Thinking Pock still doesn't trigger. That's my bad. Silly me. Of course Pock always triggers anyways, because you have a ramp spell. Yeah, mill is usually a one-turn shotgun blast. Like Profane Procession, or Profane... Persistent Petitioners, that's it. I found it. You just try to one-shot or two-shot your opponent. Milling, like, 35 could actually benefit... Well, actually, it only can benefit, really, quote-unquote. Because there's not any downside. Unless you hit a crucial card that you milled. You know, or you have, like, Rest in Peace or something. Like, I have Uros, I actually have 2 Tameos now. I have 2 Tameos, because this has Tameo text. I can do this again and again and again. Like, this game is... I think if I go to do it again, my opponent probably will concede, because they'll realize I can infinitely River's Rebuke, and there's no... there's, like, no recourse. They have, like, no recourse to that. We're in full cyberbully mode. Can I just... I'm going to exile it, chat. Should I just exile a River's Rebuke to Uro? Remove that ability from myself so I don't hurt people's feelings? No, I can't. I'm going to keep it in there. Oh, I love Assemble a Team. Just the greatest hit. Hey. No need to shock myself. What do we got? What are we working with up there? Cleric class, that thing, and that. Alright, let's take out the flyer, because I don't want to think about stuff. And swing for 12. They're at 51, doesn't really matter. That's another thing. The life gain side of things isn't super relevant, I would argue, a lot of times. You could be at like 200 life, and you would still concede if you're out of resources. So like the life gain isn't super amazing outside of like maybe some early pressure. And the incidental mill is also difficult to do anything. Sure. Alright, they gave us perfect information, chat. They gave us perfect information. Which means I shall now make my move. Boop. Something's on the stack as well, so I could hit remand or whatever. Oh, rip. Well, you're at 54. What does this do? Stuff. I'm at my starting life total. We can just race to the ultimate. I don't think I have to exile anything. Yeah, we'll just -8 it next turn and win. Assuming I'm reading it right. Oh, alright. Oh, but you have 54 life. What? You have so much life. What's wrong? Doesn't control a legendary creature or planeswalker. Yeah, so we always have this covered with our hand. And unless they have 10 legendaries, they need 1, 2, 3? Because this is another removal spell. They'd need 3 legendaries. Oh, wait, I can ultimate this. Oh, yeah, they were dead twice. Alright, never mind. I had no recourse against that. So, Breeding Pool, I think... Actually, maybe we get Overgrown Tomb. Could have played Utopia's Brawl, but we're not here to think about stuff, are we? No, we're not. No reason to crack. Tail swipe, rip. Yeah, not looking great there. It's cool to see people just not care, but it is funny. I've seen a lot of really bad early Cascade options. What just happened? They put it on Utter End? What? They put it on the last card I would ever put it on. That's crazy. Wow, alright. That's the last card in my hand I'm putting the text of this card on. That is nuts. Like, I have Dark Ritual in my hand. I'm always going to cast it. I might not even cast the Utter End, actually. This is untapped, right? I swear if it's not untapped, I'm going to be upset. It is. So, Triome? Yeah, this early, definitely. No reason to do anything. This is not relevant. Also, my opponent's the last opponent got around Heist. They got around Heist perfectly, so it's a unheistable combo breaker. That's kind of cool. I mean, they're probably not thinking about that, but it's funny. Alright, so let's play Black Market Connections. Tamiyo is a card, it has text, it's alright. Let's play Forest Blue? No Chromox? No attack. Thinking about updating your Golos list? Give it another try? Well, now's the time to do it. I suppose. If that's what you want to do. No, don't kill Golos! Oh! Ooh! Oh no, I don't think I would have done that. I'm killing the Tameo. Might come back to bite them. But we'll see. Oh, it lets him attack. It lets him attack. Alright. The logic is there. The attack is far superior because of that. Alright, there's logic. Never mind, it's not as crazy as I initially made it out to be. So... Okay. Toxic Deluge. Hello. Win the game off the top of the deck. How are you doing? Also, I didn't have to pay 6. I paid too much. That was a mistake. Let's get World Tree. I think I'm gonna Chrome Mox now? There's no reason, right? What am I doing with that? No, I'm not doing anything with that. Why do I care? That's a card. Is it good here? It is a clock, and it is rather serious. Okay. It's a giant spell. Who doesn't like giant spells? I can spin on my upkeep, so I don't have to spend min on it. Assuming they let me untap with Golos. Ledger Shredder. That's a nice one, actually. That's a really nice one. It's also a bird. That's like the best bird ever. Wow. Okay. That was an insane chunk of cards. That was a completely bonkers chunk of cards. Alright. Well, I guess we're done hitting lands all the time. The game has given us grace. So, draw, copy... Wait, whoa, what am I doing? What the heck am I doing? I have to do that. And, can still copy? There's no reason to swords anything, right? No, they just can't recast it. No, I'm still not going to do that, though. I'm not going to do that, because Ledger Shredder will trigger. Oh, put it to my hand. Whoops. Got a little confused there. Nadu? Yeah. What am I doing? Oh, right. I wasn't done with Golos Degeneracy. Forgot. Almost just didn't see these cards sitting there. That's funny. Okay, they're over. Yep. It's going to be rather difficult, if not outright impossible, to sort of come out of this. There's not much of a reason to do an outro for this thing, is there? It's like a midweek thing. I guess I'll do one anyways. It doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be long. It's not bracketed, so Golos plays against everything. There's no Hell Q or anything like that. That is a huge boon to the best commanders. So if you want to play Keenan, you'll probably win all the time. Especially when Keenan can, if you don't want to play Mishra's Bobble. You can just always get Chrome Box with Keenan and just win all of your games ever. Probably better. Chrome Box is definitely, if you're Keenan, going to be better than Crashing Footfalls. But, yeah, but for Golos, the anti-combo tech didn't work, and it loomed in this deck list for too long. I should have been taking it out slowly. And just accept it's always bad when you see it, and just have some of your things, like Heist the combo card, because it's the only card in their deck, type ideas, and just call it a day. You can Swords a combo piece, too. That can happen. Vexing can also shut it down. This card, when you're done with it, you can get rid of it if you want to keep it around and force both players into an honest game. That's valid as well. You can fill your graveyard with random stuff with it as well, if you just choose to cast it and have it get countered, like Uro or whatever. Delve cards. There's ways to make it uncounterable, right? I took out Kai Mill, but that was one of them. This village as well. Just make the spell, the Cascade spell, uncounterable, and then have it. But mainly, you can get rid of it when you're done with it. You know, if you Cascade into it, you pass the turn. Your opponent can't Cascade. Goes back to you. It's like, all right, I stifled the Cascade. I'll now get rid of it. If that's the worst it is, fine. You know, if that's how you think it's at its best, okay. You know, you don't have to run it. That's actually still kind of okay. It's like a stifle that drew a card, and you got it for free off of a Cascade because it was the Cascade target. Like, I think this is fine. I don't know. You don't have to cast it if you don't want to. You can just not run it. You can not cast it in a matchup where you don't want to cast it. You can get rid of it when you're done with it. It's fine. It's close enough to being free that I think you could just run it and be like whatever. So yeah, all of the discounted removal was sweet. The heisting a combo, I actually saw 3. I think there was only 3, or even just might have been 2. It was either 3 or 2 combo decks. They were all different, but well, the 2 I can remember are different, but I feel like there was a third. But the 2 I played were different. One of them I could not heist a combo piece. So yeah, attacking against combo is making every other thing you play against much more tedious and painful. So yeah, and knowing me, every time I talk about not running counterspells in Cascade, someone at some point, whether it's the comments or whatever, someone's like, "Well, you should just run these 2 or 3. Like, just do it. You're not going to hit them all the time. It's fine. You'll have them in hand sometime." And then, what do you know? Wash Away is my only counterspell, and I hit it every single time. Wash Away was in here, hit it all day. So, like, all right, I'm over it. I'm not doing counterspells. Remand and Reprieve were not backbreaking, but still not the greatest things to hit off of your own stuff. I would say, like, reprieving your Uro is like, oh, okay, I guess, but honestly, it's not worth it to me. It just wound up not feeling worth it. It is card advantage, but it's not worth it. It's goofy card advantage. At that point, I just play Mana Drain, let it eat my spell, and potentially get the mana to do something next turn, assuming you cast Mana Drain on your second main phase and didn't just, you know, destroy yourself for no reason. The color thing was fine, right? No red, or light red is reasonable. Golos ended up coming in here. You're never really color screwed when you're playing Golos. That's not anything new. You can always find the World Tree. Or just fetch for Triomes and be fine. Play green and be fine. So, I like this. This is fun. I'm very glad that the vast majority of the things I played against were not combo. That is quite nice. But it's early into it, so maybe like come Thursday it'll be nonsensical with everyone just like playing a deck, playing lands and not paying attention. Like, oh, did they kill me before I got the combo? No, combo. Like, no one cares. They just want their wins for the day. Honestly, I might even do that. Who knows? But yeah, can recommend. This is fun. I like this format when it's not combo central. It's fun to have the Cascade triggers. I think they're interesting. It could push aggro into the stratosphere, but I haven't seen a lot of successful hyper aggro in Historic Brawl for a while. It's a lot of really scary things people are doing turn 1. So it's kind of cool to see aggro have like a place where it's like really just blasting people. But you know, Crashing Footfalls is a huge boon to that idea. If it wasn't for like 1 or 2 cards, quote unquote, it wouldn't be as like insane. But the fact that you always get them is nuts. All right, that's it. I don't know if I'm going to make... I don't think I'm going to play Magic again until after the 4th of July. So, we'll see. If I don't, and you're American, hopefully you enjoy the 4th of July. I'm going to blow up the sky like I do every year and sip on a lot of flammable water. And then I'll probably moan and groan on Saturday and cry in pain all day. Alright, that's it. See you guys. GG.